Hello, Richard here from Eagle6 Airsoft. We're going to be testing this TM MK46. This has got an upgraded Eagle6 mainspring, which we've combined with 3 Eagle6 power spaces. In the UK, that gets us to about UK limits with while using heavier ammos, like the 3s and 3.2s. Obviously, we wouldn't recommend 3 spaces if you're trying to do like 2 5s and stuff like that. Maybe drop down to 2. So yeah, that's that. We've got the Solink motor, which is obviously a brushless motor, which has got it's the advanced model, which has the built-in anti-reversal latch. So thus we've removed the anti-reversal latch on this one. To obviously, because it's now built into that motor. It's a 31K model, the long version. We've got the Eagle6 short nub. We use the short nub, which we've manufactured to stop overhopping on the PSIonic R-hopper, because it's sort of R-hop style AEP hop rubber, because it is slightly thicker. A lot of those more modern R-hop style MR hop ones are a bit thicker, so when we combine that with the original nub and a tensioner, obviously it pushes it way too hard. So we do a short tensioner, and thus it just it allows the setup to work properly. Obviously the PSIonic Thor R hop rubber, unfortunately they're not making them anymore, which is a real shame. So at some point we're going to have to look around, try and find a new supplier of hop rubbers for AEP in a sort of modern R-hop style, with the sort of patch that drops down. So yes, that's going to be fun and games replacing that. It's just, I don't know, they just didn't want to make any more, so they're not doing it, so here's what it is. We've got the Eagle6 steel gears, which is obviously stronger gears. I mean, I'd argue indestructible, so you'd have to do something seriously wrong to break them, so if at all possible. We've also got the retro arms bushings, which are obviously a great combination between the two. You need a little bit of fettling to a little bit of sanding, just sort of on some of the rough edges on the gears, just to make sure that they properly, you get that smooth movement up and down in the bushings, so that you can obviously do your shimming correctly. But yeah, other than that, it's spot on. I mean, 3 gears in the gun, we were getting a 2.1 amp draw. It's so efficient on the brushless motor. Yeah, it's just brilliant. So that's pretty much it, really. Obviously, part of the build, and from a design perspective, is obviously getting those brushless technology into these guns, to obviously give that efficiency that comes from those motors. The fact that their motors don't require servicing, that they're just incredibly efficient. Obviously, better battery life. All those good things. Obviously, rate of fire improvement is always nice as well, isn't it? It's obviously getting the FPS up, so that's a big important part on these guns, to bring the FPS up so we can lift those heavier ammos, because obviously if we keep on increasing the weight of an ammo, without increasing the FPS behind it, well, eventually, obviously that shot's just going to go shorter and shorter and shorter. So, it's the hop unit is very important, to provide that backspin that provides that lift, but ultimately we still need a bit of oomph behind it. And obviously, if we kept on increasing the weight endlessly till there's a bowling ball type weight inside there, the air would just take the path of least resistance, which is just to go around the BB. It wouldn't even move anywhere. So we have to improve the hop with the new hop rubber. We also have to bring the FPS up to UK limits, to obviously properly min-max this gun. So yeah, then I'll just demonstrate it so we can get a box mag through it to make sure it's all rocking and rolling. Okay, so we're all tested, and you know, that grip's not even hot. You know, it's a lot of shooting. So yeah, obviously I feel pretty confident in this gun being good. That's the whole point of this test, to video and stress test it. Yeah, a smidge of advertising, so but it's mainly to obviously stress this, you know, before it goes to the customer. So we're trying to simulate that sort of first game. Yeah, which, like I say, I mean, there's always the potential of things breaking. You can never promise everything, can you? So, but you try your best, test it beforehand, make sure it's the customer's right FPS, give it, like I say, a really good test, and then yeah, you just, like I say, as a business, we've got to move on to another gun, and obviously there's always customers waiting. So at some point, you've just got to let the baby go and into the world, and you know. Hopefully you enjoy it. So, but thank you very much, and yeah, any problems, let me know. Thank you.